Hello and welcome everyone to another segment of Literary Artistry with Serena Wills. So I am a self-published author, a poet, a spoken word artist, and a publishing coach for those who don't know who I am. And today I have company. So I love bringing guests on. Terry is also an IndieSoup Media content creator.
Yep.
But I have been hearing all of the cries and all of the, oh, well, after I publish my book, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get it out there. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know how to market. And I've heard everything from, do I create a website? What social media do I choose? I don't want to be on social media. All the things. So I decided I'm going to invite Terry on, and she'll tell you a little bit about who she is. And we're going to have a nice conversation today about marketing. Yes, marketing for indie authors. All right, so Terry, welcome to Literary Artistry.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for that. Thanks
Me
for that.
too. Me too.
Thanks for that.
Tell some folks who you are and what you do, and then we can get into the conversation about marketing.
Yeah, so I'm Terry Johnson from terryjohnsononline.com. That's my website. I'm a marketing strategist specialist. I have a background in advertising and also I've worked with the federal government. So I have pretty much like a all-around renaissance kind of background with technology and marketing. So I kind of roll all that in together and really just trying to help everybody make sense of what's going on online marketing because it is always changing. And my pet peeve is that people go on and they search and they're desperate to look for information. They don't know where to go and they might pick up old information. So I always try to keep it current. Like, this is what you need to know today. Like, don't follow something that's 5 years old because it's not going to work.
No,
Then you're going to get
please.
frustrated. So I
If
try
it's
to
even there anymore. It's
Right. I try to keep it simple, basic stuff. So
oh,
nothing overwhelming because I know it can be frustrating because you've written your book, you're very
mhm.
proud of it. You want to
Yes.
sell it.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just that there's some steps that you have to take. And we're going to
Yes.
talk about those steps.
Yeah, and thank you for that because like you said, Google could be a great friend, and also I tell people you gotta look at those dates. It is very
You
imperative if it says
listen, you
2015.
have to. The information age that we're in is the best of times, is the worst of times.
Yes.
There's so much information, which is good, but there's
Mm.
so much information, which is
Hmm.
bad.
Yes.
And if
Yes.
you're getting on, you're starting new and fresh and especially with people that don't want to be online or social media,
Mm.
I'm really sorry to tell you that if you want to sell something online, you have to be on social media. Why? Because that's where everybody is. Now, remember, back in the day, everybody went to the mall. Anybody
Everybody.
remember those
That was the
days?
place to go. Yeah. It's the
We hung out.
yeah.
Parents shop. I'm going to the mall. You
Yeah.
bought everything at the mall. Who goes to the mall? Not too much now because
Yeah.
we shop online. So
Yeah.
you got to go where the people are.
You have
That's
to.
how it
And
is.
like you said, it has really changed. I remember back in 2000, I think it was 2009 or 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a arts collective of us, and we had booked an area of the mall on a Saturday afternoon to perform
Mm-hmm.
poetry songs because we
Mm-hmm.
knew Saturday afternoon in the mall, that's the hot spot. And it
Right.
was co-sponsored by Barnes and Noble, which was across the way. So some of those who were published, you go across the way and buy your books.
Yes.
And that was the thing to do. Now
Yes.
it's very
who who goes to the bookstore? Well, I mean, you can
yeah,
still go to the
yeah,
bookstore because you want to touch a book. It's very
yeah,
tactile. But most people have Kindles or devices and they download the book. And
yeah,
some people still want to do that, and some people want to actually buy the book. And
yeah,
but that's a small group of people.
yeah.
But when you have a book and no one knows about it, how are they going to find out about it?
Exactly. So it's like I don't even know to go to the bookstore for such and such author because I don't even know such and such author exists or they have a book.
Exactly.
Like who are they?
Exactly.
So let's talk about it. So
Okay.
for those authors, I have a few books and I was published before my four poetry books. And the
Mm-hmm.
one thing I always learned with every workshop I went to, every workshop, they would talk about
Mm-hmm.
the writing process and all that. And even I teach self-publishing. And in my workshops,
Yeah.
I talk about marketing and also having a home on the internet.
Yeah.
So for those who they might be writing the book or they're new authors. Let's say they
Mm-hmm.
have the book. How would they go about to just get started? What's something basic that they could say, I can do this now to start the marketing process?
Right. So they're say they're in the process of writing a book or they just finished the book and they're like, what's next? Well, I always say get ready, stay ready before you need to be ready. So while you write that book or even before, get online
Mm,
and feel it out, social media, talk about, hey guys, I got this book. I'm writing about this topic. What do you think? You want to think conversation. You don't want to
mm-hmm,
think advertising because that's not the way to do
mm,
it. Because
mm.
why? Because you need to build an audience.
Yes.
You build an audience by giving them something of value, something attractive.
Mm-hmm.
If it's your book and your topic, get online and start talking about your book. You don't have to give away a chapter. You don't have to give
Yeah.
away any secrets. Just give a general idea of, I'm getting ready to talk about this topic. What do you guys think? And
Mm-hmm.
here's the good thing. You can go wherever you think your audience might be. That's number
Mm-hmm.
two. If
Mm-hmm.
it's Instagram, go to Instagram. If it's LinkedIn, go to LinkedIn. If it's Facebook, go there. If it's
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, go there. TikTok is really great because they have book talk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have this community. TikTok is divided into these groups where people gather around an
Mm-hmm.
interest. So all
Mm-hmm.
the people that like books go to TikTok and look at the hashtag book talk.
Yeah.
All the authors get on and talk about their books with a video, or you can do, graphic talking over it. You don't have to show your face, but you
Mm-hmm.
use the hashtag book
Mm-hmm.
talk, TOK, and they find your book that way because that's what TikTok does. TikTok serves the content to people who are interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one way. You want to start before you write the book. Now, if you've written the book already, it's still okay.
Yeah.
You want to get on as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sign up or get on to every platform.
Gosh.
Don't do that. Why? Because you're going to burn yourself out. Because you don't, if you're not on it right now, that means you don't like it. I
Yeah.
don't like Facebook. I don't like Instagram. Okay, you don't have to like it, but you
Yeah.
got to be there because we are there. Your
Yes.
audience, your customers are there.
Yeah.
So I always say, get on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Get on Facebook and just talk about the topic idea behind your book. Excuse me. And just because you have to feed the
Mm.
algorithm. Everybody talks about the algorithm.
Oh
The
yeah.
algorithm is just a set of instructions that Facebook or whatever platform sets up as to how to serve content to
Mm.
the user that comes on the app. Why? Because there's so much content. So they have to
Yeah.
figure out the rules. That's the algorithm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we can make that work for us by talking about a specific interest based item, niche based. Now,
Yes.
nobody wants to do niche based because it sounds like niche. It sounds small.
Yeah.
Everybody goes, who's your customer? Who's your audience? Everybody. No, it's
Mm-mm.
not.
No.
You
No.
can't.
You
You
cannot.
can't do that.
You
It has
cannot.
to, you think about fishing. You have to put the right hook on the bait to get the
Yeah.
right fish. And
Yeah.
you got to be in the right
In the
pond.
right area.
You got
Yeah.
to be in the right area. Now, I say Facebook because everybody has an account worldwide. It's like almost 3 billion
Wow. Yeah.
accounts.
Yeah.
Now, they're not all on at the same time,
Yeah.
but you've got a pretty good chance of
Mm-hmm.
getting in front of the person that's interested in your book. Because
Yeah.
Facebook, Meta in this case, because it's
Mm.
Meta,
I
Facebook, and
know.
Instagram,
Yeah.
they make it their job to feed content to the person that wants it, interest based,
Mm.
not follower based. Okay. That's one of those things that I said, if you following advice from 2015 or 5 years ago, or whatever, they're telling you about followers. We're not there because of
Yeah.
AI and the
Yeah.
algorithm. So it
Mm-hmm.
has to be interest based. You got to put the cheese out for the mouse. You got to put
Yeah.
the nut out for the squirrel.
Yeah.
Can't give the mouse something that they're not going to eat
Yeah.
to attract them. See?
Yeah.
So and you're going to do this in an authentic way because you're the author,
Mm-hmm.
your baby, your book.
Yes.
And you're simply going to talk about it. That's it.
That's it.
Show
That's
your
it.
enthusiasm. Say, hey, I'm so excited about writing this book. Let me tell you how I came up with the idea. Let me
Hmm.
tell you who I interviewed. Let me
Yeah.
tell you the process I went through. Oh, I got this funny story about I went to do the research and I couldn't find the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Those are the things you talk about. Okay.
Yeah.
It just don't overthink it. That's one of the things that people do, not just authors. Everybody overthinks the content that they're going to make online. Just make the
Yeah.
content because think cheese, mouse,
And I was going to
big
say,
fish.
when the pandemic hit, one of my books just dropped December 2019.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Brand new book, did the book
mm-hmm,
release, the whole 9 yards. I had a
mm-hmm.
whole year planned.
Right.
Festivals, events, and it
Yes.
all went away that March
Yes.
2020. That
Yeah.
year, I think, no, was it the year? It might have been the month prior. I
Mm-hmm.
have younger cousins that convinced me to get on Instagram. I was so against Instagram. And they were like, Serena, you have an audience on Instagram. We need you to just do it.
Yes.
And I said, okay. And I remember at first, I was the overthinker.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this and that. And I said, you know what? Let me just go online and just read a poem. And I
Yes.
showed them my book cover, told them a little bit about the process, just a snippet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I read one poem. And that was on. I did both Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
And that week alone, it was my book sales. I wasn't looking for book sales. I was like, well, if you're interested, you could go, blah, blah, blah. But I just wanted to share.
Yeah.
And I said, we're in some really crucial times here. I hope this poem lifts, inspires people. So he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about really creating that, having rapport with the
Yes.
audience, not going on there with an advertisement. Hey, this is my book. It's
Exactly.
$12.99, plus shipping and handling, and then that's it. They don't. It's like, well, who is she? Who is
I don't
he?
know you.
Like, what is the book? Are you, and they're lost.
Right.
So really developing that rapport and then finding your place. You talked
Yes.
about do not go into every social media platform
No.
out there because you, like
No.
you said, unless it's going to be your full-time job. And even
No,
then it's a
don't,
burnout.
don't. There are some authors and some people that their marketing strategy is to go to every platform, and that's okay because they can handle it. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is that go to the place that you can handle. If you can only handle one,
Hmm.
do that because you want to put out as much content as you want, and content in the fact that we were just saying about that was a great example about getting on and just talking about your poetry
Yeah.
and the process.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. You don't have to go, well, I gotta sit here and I gotta go to Canva and I gotta go
Yeah.
to Photoshop and I gotta go to
Yeah.
CapCut and I gotta
No.
dance, and you don't have to do any of that
No.
because you want to create content that is going to attract the right audience.
Yeah.
And that is you being yourself, talking about the thing that you love in
Yeah.
that book.
Yeah.
And you're going
Yeah.
to attract people. Now, you may not get 100 million followers, but that's
It's
not what
okay.
it's about.
Yeah.
It's about connection with the
Yeah.
right audience. And the sooner
Yeah.
you start, the better it is for you because of, like I said, about the algorithm. The content needs to feed. It needs to feed. It needs to start gathering momentum,
Hmm.
and that's how you do it. But keep going at it. And here's another thing that people do. They go, well, I did a live and I only had 5 people. Oh, I
It's
posted
okay.
something. I only had this. I went on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. You have to keep going.
You have to keep
You
going.
have to keep
You
going.
can't just do a one
Consistency
and
is a
done.
part of
You
this.
can't say,
Yeah.
okay, I did my video, I did my record,
Mm-mm.
and I'm done. You have to, and a great example, I love using her as an example, is Tabitha Brown. And she talks
Yes.
about how she first went live on Facebook and she would have 10, 15. She said, oh, I have 30 people. Like she was
Yes.
excited about 30. And she said, but she kept doing it over and
Yes.
over. The same
Mm-hmm.
10, 20, 30 would show up. She kept doing, she found her social media platform at the time. It was Facebook. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was that one day she did a video, like she didn't, there was no props or makeup or prepping. She said, I'm just going to go live in my
Yeah.
car
She's in a house or a car.
and
Yeah.
I'm going to, talk about this sandwich I'm eating from Whole Foods. And boom, went viral. Didn't even know what viral meant. She was talking to her husband, like, I think I went viral. He was like, what is that?
What is that?
And then the 30 people grew to 300 one day, and then so on
Yes.
and so forth.
Yes.
But she always talks about don't ignore the small beginnings because they're not
Right,
small.
because it's a snowball effect, an
Yes.
avalanche. You start
Yeah.
small And then the snowball gets, as it rolls, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And
Mm-hmm.
also, a lot of this is, like you said, like we were saying, overthinking. Like she
Yes.
just got on and started talking about the thing that she loved.
Yeah.
Her personality comes through the camera. So
Yeah.
your personality comes through that camera.
Yep.
So you may not be Tabitha Brown, you may not be a comedian, you may just
Yeah.
be very serious.
Yep.
But you will attract the very serious people.
There you go.
If you're a comedian, you'll attract the people that want to be entertained by a joke.
Yeah.
If you're, saying your poetry, you're gonna get the people that need that.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, you need to do it because you need to attract by being you. And the sooner you start, the better, because it's the snowball effect. Just like Tabitha Brown said, that she just got on. She didn't look at the numbers and go,
cook my meal
you got to
today,
keep going.
Turn it on, and that was that.
And then you got to make sure you're in the right spot. So she was in the right spot with Facebook.
Yep.
Facebook is the right spot because everybody's there. Mm-hmm. Grandma's there, grandpa's there, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors. And see, a part of this is that there's a word of mouth factor. So you may attract a few people, 30 people. But if you engage with them and give them something of value, something they need, and they connect with you, they're going to talk about you. Then they're going to bring more people to the party.
Yep.
Hey, did you see Tabitha Brown talking about that? That's how it happened.
Yeah.
More people came. So you got to be there. Like the lottery, they say you got to be in it to win it.
Yeah, don't say, I'm going to hit the numbers and you don't play.
If you're not in it, you can't win it. So I know there are people that don't like social media, don't like Facebook, I understand that. I'm like that too. I don't use them personally. I just go on because, I want to do this for business, or I want to look at this, or I need to research. It's, but you have to use it wisely. Use it wisely. You spend your time wisely. You don't have to be on all day. Those are influencers. We're not here for that.
I know.
Kind of influence strategy.
Yeah.
Do 15. I say do 15, 15, 15 in the morning, lunch, at night. Whenever you got time, go on, do your thing. Do a live, do a video, do a reel. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Just pick up your phone. Hey, I wanted to talk about this. Talk about this. Write a nice little caption. Throw some hashtags in there. They still work. Even though you hear people saying they don't work. They work.
They work.
And,
they do work. Hashtag
and post it and go about your day.
Now,
don't
question. For the ones where you talked about it early on with TikTok, there are some authors I've come across where they are afraid of the camera. So they're like, how can I still engage for right now, but without my face?
Okay. So if you're really in the space of, I don't want to show my face, that's called faceless marketing. You can do that. But you're going to get more if you show yourself and talk like we're talking now.
Yeah.
And there is a hurdle to get over. Everybody went through that. I went through that.
Yes.
I know you did. But guess what? Here it is. We're here talking.
We're here.
So you have to do it. How do you learn how to ride a bicycle?
Yeah.
How do you learn how to drive a car?
Yeah. Yeah.
You do it until you get over the uncomfortable feeling of, and then take your training wheels off, and then the camera's on. Yeah. Here's a tip. I always tell everybody, think that you're talking to one person. When you look at the camera, you're talking to one person. One.
Yeah.
Tell that person what they need, that they need to hear from you.
Yep.
Make it conversational, make it relatable, think in real life. It's not the internet. Do it. Don't overthink it. Post it up. And here's the thing. I know you brought up Tabitha. It's that a lot of people go, okay, I put up a piece of content. I just turned the camera on and started talking. It was throwaway content. Like, this wasn't slickly produced. It wasn't a commercial or an ad, or, we had the lights and the camera and the action.
No.
I just said something off the cuff, but it was relatable and real. And it connect with people.
Yep.
So that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do. And another thing, while you're doing all of this content, make sure you're getting a way to connect with them. Usually that's email.
Yes. I was going to bring that up. How do you capture Okay, I got
Okay.
all these people. They went away.
Yes.
Now what?
Here's the thing, because remember I said fishing, you got the fish on the hook, you don't want the fish off the hook. You don't want
Yeah.
to go, okay, that was great, bye.
Yeah.
No. At the end, you want to say, hey, I've got this cheat sheet for authors. It's real easy and it's a freebie. And you go to terryjohnsononline.com/indie. It's free and you get it. That's
Yeah.
what you want to do. You want to say, hey, I have this thing to give you.
Mm-hmm.
Go to this link, go to this place, go to my social media and DM me. Or there's many ways to do it, but
Yeah.
it's set up to get name and address because you want to keep the connection going.
Yeah.
And why would they want to do that? Because you just giving them value. They
Yeah.
want to keep the connection.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you gotta
They want that
have
connection.
remember the telephone or the I'm forgetting what it is, but it's your walkie talkie. It's got to be
Yeah.
two people on the end,
Yes. You can't be
and
talking
you
to
want to have a
yourself.
conversation. Now, here's the thing: don't overthink this email stuff.
Oh
Mailchimp is
gosh.
free.
Yeah. That'd be a whole, we have to
Mailchimp.com.
bring you back next season to talk about that. 'Cause that's a whole segment in
Listen,
itself. Yeah.
don't overthink it.
No.
You don't have to go out and get Kit and all these other things that are very expensive.
Yeah.
Mailchimp.
Yeah.
Start small,
Start
easy,
small.
and free.
Yeah. And go
It's
from
real
there.
easy to use. There's links to have forms because
Mm-hmm.
what it is that people are going to click on or go to what you're telling them to go to call the action. You're directing
Yeah.
and you're saying, hey, go over here to get this thing that I have for you. You're going to want it. They go over to it
Yeah.
and it goes name and address and you go, okay, name and address, email address.
Yep.
That's your list.
That's your, and it
That's
builds.
it.
And then as you go to events, like I do author,
Mm-hmm.
talks and book signings, and
Yes.
you have your clipboard, or people could, do the QR code if you're real fancy when you get
Yes.
there, and they can sign up on your list right there.
I love the QR code for what I call in real life events
Yes. Yeah.
because it's frictionless. I'm trying to keep
Yep.
it simple.
Yes.
Frictionless. All
Yeah.
they do is point their phone
Yeah.
at the QR
That's
code and
it.
that's it.
It
There's
comes up.
no
Yep.
spell this.
No.
How do you say that?
Oh,
What do
yeah.
they say?
Yeah.
No.
I can't, decipher
Yeah.
their handwriting. No, that's all
No.
gone. It's
QR
yeah.
and here's the thing: QR codes aren't difficult. There's lots of tools. I believe Mailchimp even has it for free that will allow you to make a QR code. It's
Yeah.
very simple.
Yeah.
It's a
It's more
URL.
simplistic.
Like I just gave one, terryjohnsononline.com/indie INDIE. That's what you put in, and
Yeah.
it prints the code, and it's for physical events. And
Yeah.
they say, hey, how can I find out more? How can I keep in touch? Is the QR code.
There we go. Yep.
And they're in touch. You want to keep that lifeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So that's how you
Terry,
do it.
I'm gonna bring you back next season, okay? Because we gotta talk
I
about
can
other
talk
things.
about
This
this
this is
all
oh yeah,
day.
we could both shoot the breeze, and I'm taking notes like, oh, I gotta get me a QR code. That's right. And it's okay. But
Yes.
how can people find you? And you did talk about something, and I'm like, okay, I want the audience to know that that's a real
Yes,
you're actually
I
gifting
was
them.
yes, I
Yeah.
was using it as an example, but I really did set up a real checklist for everybody, especially for authors, indie authors. It's at
Hey.
terryjohnsononline.com/indie INDIE.
All
You can
right,
go
authors.
there and there be a checklist. If you have any trouble with it, I set it up.
Mhm.
It should be real easy, but go to terryjohnsononline.com or your favorite social media platform, Terry Johnson Online.
Here you go.
That's how you find me.
And Terry is spelled
And RY.
Terry
Yeah.
because we got all the different,
TRY.
yeah, we
Yeah.
got,
And then you can see my name at the bottom here. So
all right. All right. Well, Terry, thank you so much for
you're welcome.
joining me. All right, authors, indie authors, whether you're still writing a book, beginners, even if you're a couple of
Mm-hmm.
books in, you
Mm-hmm.
have your marching orders.
Yes.
Okay. So whether you just jump on camera, don't overthink, or you're like, I'm not a camera person yet, there are still ways. And to capture those emails. Emails are valid. Folks are like, oh, you don't
The
need an email
emails
list.
are
You don't need,
gold.
you want you want something concrete because if
Oh,
social
I'm
media
sorry.
goes
The little
away,
quick when you were talking
mm,
about faceless, there's
yes,
audio. Don't forget about audio. You don't
yes,
have to do video.
no, you could just
You
do
could
audio
do audio over a graphic.
over a graphic.
Canva, your favorite
Done.
tool, Adobe Express,
Yeah,
they all
done.
do it.
Yeah.
So
So that'll be another.
yeah. So
All right. All
that
right.
when you were talking, I thought about I was like, wait a minute, you can just do audio.
Yep, we could do audio, you could do faceless, you could do ones who are like, all right, I'm just going to turn the camera on and go, and don't worry about the latest mics, cameras.
No, no.
You'll get
N-
there. You'll get
Listen,
there.
don't
The goal,
splash out on the
don't, yeah,
fancy
don't
mic.
splash out.
Where's my? Yeah, always do this.
Yeah,
Here it is. Your phone.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Use
yeah,
that.
and start. That the goal is
Start.
to start and to keep going. So
Yes.
Terry, thank you for your time. Y'all know
You're
where to
welcome.
find her online. Terry Johnson online across social media
Yeah.
platforms. She is, as you could tell, a wealth of information and just lots of she carries resources in her head. Okay,
And I don't mind answering questions. I love it. And matter of
yeah.
fact, when I worked for the federal government, that was my job, was to have it here
There we
and
go.
answer people's questions. So I
There you
had to
go.
have it here, so it's here.
There we go. Well, Terry, thank you. And for those who are trying to find me, I am Divine right across social media platforms, DIVINEWRYTE. Don't forget that Y, except for Facebook. That's another story. I'm Serena Wills, SERENAWILLS. That, Divine Right is my spoken word poet stage name. And yeah, if you want to check me out, you go to my website, serenawills.com, where I have workshops, books, just to see what I'm doing or just say, hey, I've had some people just
Yeah.
contact me, like you saying, like, hey, I really love that class or workshop or segment,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to connect with people, right?
That's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
So
You got it.
thank y'all for tuning in to Literary Artistry. We're going to bring Terry back in season 6 to talk more about marketing. Terry, again,
Yes.
thank you.
You're
Take care,
welcome.
everyone, and bye for now. One
Bye,
love.
everybody.
All right.